This month, Steam has come out with a ton of new visual novels, as well as 3 big updates to some very popular series. While there are some other genres on this month's list, 8 of this month's 11 games are visual novels, which is awesome if you love this genre. If you don't, I do have a nice strategy game to talk to you about. First up is Lust Academy Season 2. There seems to be a recurring problem with episodic visual novels where the second season is notably worse than the first. Unfortunately, this also seems to be the case with our return to Cordell Academy. The pacing is off, and it just seems to drift, kind of like the second season of Lost. We've already seen patches on Steam to address some of the concerns, and hopefully Season 3 will rebound. Lust Academy Season 2 is available for PC, Mac, SteamOS, and Linux on Steam, with Android versions on their itch and Patreon as well. Speaking of third installments, we have the final chapter of the Fetish Locator series with Fetish Locator Week 3. I'm really looking forward to seeing another popular adult content game that actually finishes. How long this game is going to be is really dependent on the choices that you've made in the previous weeks. And while the game does let you start fresh in Week 3, I highly recommend playing from Week 1 if you haven't already. Fetish Locator Week 3 is available for PC, Mac, SteamOS, and Linux on Steam and their Patreon. While this month's releases are definitely visual novel focused, we do have the real-time strategy game, How a Retired Strategist Saved the Country. I first played this in the fall of 2022 when it came out on DL site, and while the interface was pretty simple, I did have fun. Definitely check it out if you like strategy games and Monster Girls. How a Retired Strategist Saved the Country is available for PC on Steam. There is also a free demo available on DL site if you want to check it out first. One of the more intriguing games on this month's list is the text-based mystery Insert Rich Family Name. Think of this as a visual novel that is a little bit Agatha Christie, a little bit Clue, and a little bit Knives Out. Somehow, this game is also on both the Apple Store and on the Google Play Store, which is equally awesome and perplexing at the same time. Insert Rich Family Name is available for PC and Mac on Steam, and hopefully still available on iOS and Android on the Apple Store and the Play Store. If you're looking for a new harem visual novel to explore, you may want to check out the early access release of Seducing the Devil. This is more of the prototypical forking storyline, where you either focus on a more romantic or corruptive experience. Currently, there are 16 romanceable characters, and it looks like a solid entry in what is an increasingly crowded market. Seducing the Devil is available for PC, Mac, SteamOS, and Linux on Steam, with an Android version on their Patreon. Next up is the hand-drawn mind control power fantasy, Thomas Awakening. Did I mention that the harem visual novel space was crowded? While a kinetic novel, this does hit on some of the most popular flavor combinations, so I'm sure that a lot of people will enjoy this frantic and ridiculous ride. Thomas Awakening is available for PC, Mac, SteamOS, and Linux on Steam, with an Android version on their Patreon. House Party is one of the most commercially successful adult content games on Steam. The latest expansion, Detective Liz Katz in a gritty kitty murder mystery expansion pack, is the largest ever. I'm always down for a good mystery. And unlike the previous Doja Cat expansion, this one actually has new sexual experiences to explore. Seriously, the Doja Cat expansion for House Party was such a letdown. I downloaded and played it as soon as it came out in the middle of the night, expecting to do a review, and after I was done, I was like, what? Detective Liz Katz and a gritty kitty murder mystery expansion pack is available for PC on Steam. As part of the continuing trend to port over popular older Japanese visual novels to Steam, we have 2 titles this month. First, we have Karina Redux. So this release is a little confusing. The original game came out in 2010. There was an English release broken into 3 chapters that came out between 2017 and 2018. This version is modified for Steam and is really short, unless you download the free patch from Jowen's website. Just be aware, it will require you to make an account on Jowen to download the patch. Karina Redux is available for PC on Steam and Jowen. The second of the Japanese ports is 2019's Tamayura Mirei. This is a much more straightforward slice-of-life comedic adventure, even if it also requires a Jowen account for the patch. I really hope Kagura doesn't start doing this too. Tamayura Mirei is available for PC on Steam and Jowen. Speaking of Kagura, this month we have Obscreen Magi, The Blood of Kings. This is a female protagonist corruption-themed RPG Maker game. I mean, those flavors do seem to be Kagura's focus with its releases. So we'll just have to see how the response to this one goes. Obscreen Magi: The Blood of Kings is available for PC on Steam. And finally, we have Project Passion Season 1. This sci-fi visual novel is from the same developer as After the Inferno, which is one of the best free adult content games on Steam. Given that, I have really high hopes for this one. Project Passion Season 1 is available for PC on Steam, and PC, Mac, Linux, and Android on their Patreon. There you have it. May was definitely the month for new visual novels on Steam. Hopefully we'll see a little more balance with June's releases. I wonder what the upcoming Top Steam Games of 2023 so far video will look like. We'll just have to wait and see. Until next time, no shaming, just gaming. Thanks to all this month's support on Patreon. I wouldn't have been able to do this without you all.